Hello friends, welcome to my channel IT Career. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing excellent. I'm also doing fine, and I think you guys are liking my videos. If you have any question or any doubt, please write into the comment section, or if you want more examples, more analogy, just let me know. I'll try to bring as much as possible for you to make you understand. All right? So, without wasting time, let us jump into our today's lecture, which is machine image. So, what is machine image? So, before I move to machine images and all, let us recap what we have done in our last two lectures. In the last two lectures, we have learned compute engine and virtual machines. So, what are virtual machine and how to create a virtual machine? We have learned, and we created a virtual machine also. And later, okay, let go back to our console. So this is our console, and let us go back to compute engine. And yeah, this is the first virtual machine we created. So my first VM dash Windows, and right now it is in stop mode because I don't want my free account will be all gone in one night. Plus this is a Windows server, so that has a cost, right? Licensing cost. So I stopped it. So let me start it real quick. Start, resume, and then it will pop up another window and click on start. It will take 10 to 15 seconds to start. It's very quick. All right. So what we did, we create this VM with different parameters. If you haven't seen the video, just go ahead and watch the video. And in the second lecture after that, I mean last lecture, we have added a disk. We have added a E drive into this VM. So why we have done that one? The reason is to show you whenever we'll be doing the, exporting the machine image and the snapshot. You see, these are the options, right? Under compute engine, we have machine images, we have snapshot, we have images. To make you understand what are the difference between these three, we have done these things. What machine image contains, what image contains, what snapshot contains, right? So that's why we have created this virtual machine. Let us go back to our blackboard. So we have done this one. We added a disk E drive and installed software IIS in the C drive. Definitely C drive is the boot disk, right? And E drive is the added one. And in C drive, what we did, created a folder, and under the folder we created a file and we added some content. And we have done the same thing in the E drive. Different folder name and the content of the file is different, so that we can find out later after the restore of the machine image what we have achieved, right? So today what we are going to do, we are going to learn what is machine image, all the definitions and all, and when to use machine image and all. And in the lab we are going to learn, first of all, we will create a machine image from my first VM Windows. All right, and later using that machine image, we are going to create another virtual machine, and then we'll see the new virtual machine contains what it comes from the first, our backed up virtual machine. All right, so let us go, and before I start my lab, let us learn, let us go to our PowerPoint. Machine image. So the definition says machine image is a compute engine resource that stores all configuration, metadata, permission, and data from multiple disks of a virtual machine instance. So remember, machine image is always multiple disk. Okay, it takes multiple disks. So we have C drive, we have D drive, everything. It takes the configuration also. It takes the metadata. What is metadata? Metadata is nothing but data about the data. If I give an example, so suppose you have a picture, you have taken a picture, all right, using your iPhone or any phone, and now you have a picture as your data, right? Now the data about the data. So now when the picture was clicked and when it was updated, right, what time, who took the picture, what are the pixel of that picture, is the picture's data. So this is data of the data. So here metadata is meaning is that. So what is the metadata in the virtual machine and all the data related to the virtual machine, like your key pair, right, the key and value, the labels, virtual machines IP address, host name, all those things, right? And it takes all the permission and all. Okay, so multiple, this is the main thing, multiple disk of the instance. You can use a machine image in many system maintenance, backup recovery, instance cloning scenarios. So these are the scenarios you can use the machine image. So suppose you have a you want to upgrade you want to upgrade your application in a virtual machine, and your upgrade is a little tricky, and you don't want, after the upgrade, if something goes wrong, you want to recover the server where it was before upgrade. Suppose upgrade was gone wrong. Okay, so in that case you just take the snapshot, not snapshot, it is called machine image. Snapshot is also same thing, we'll learn about it. So you can take an machine image of that entire virtual machine, so that your all the drives will be backed up. All right. And also in the instance cloning scenario, suppose you have what is instance cloning? Cloning is like a same kind of system. So if you have a VM, right? So we have that VM, we created my first VM, Windows. If you want to replicate the same exact virtual machine for another team, just create a machine image and create that one. Okay, it's quite easy. When to use machine images? So these are the scenarios. So single disk backup, you want to take a single disk backup, yes, machine image can be used. We'll see during our lab. If you want to take multiple disk backup, yes. If you want differential backup, yes. So now what is differential backup? Differential backup is something like, so whenever you take a machine image, so let me go back to our console. Suppose you want to take a machine image, create a machine image from this virtual machine. So first time it will create a full copy of this virtual machine. Second copy onwards, it will take the delta. What is delta? Nothing but the changes, right? Changes from the last backup. Okay. So every time, next time, second time it will take the delta. Third time it will take the delta from the delta. Okay. So that is called differential backup. Okay. And then instance cloning, which I mentioned here, right? Instant cloning. Suppose you want to build another system, similar system with C drive, E drive, whatever it has in the primary virtual machine. In that case, you use machine images. What are these things? We'll look into it later. Like images, I told, right? Images were coming. After the machine image, we will be talking about images and all, template, instance template, and everything. We are going to talk. Now, what are multiple disk backup? Multiples, as I mentioned, machine image support backup at VM instance level. Disks are backed up at a differential snapshot. Okay, disks are backup as a differential snapshot. Machine images are suitable for creating backups of all the disk that is attached to the virtual machine. Okay, and a machine image can be used to back up multiple disks at a time. So whenever you trigger a machine image, it will back up multiple disks at one time. It will take. Okay, and persistent disk snapshot can only be backup at a single disk at a time. Okay, and differential backup, disk backup is what I mentioned. Machine images store differential snapshot of your previously created machine images or snapshot. I mentioned, right? When you generate a machine image from the virtual machine instance, the first machine image contains full copy of the disk data. The subsequent machine images are stored differential copies for better performance and space efficiency. All right, so that you should not. These are the performance. How it is performance? So suppose to take a full backup, it takes 1 hour. Example I'm giving. Whenever you have a full-fledged virtual machine with the application and all, that time it may take. Right now our VM is empty, it doesn't take much, so it may take 2-3 minutes. But if you have a fully loaded virtual machine with all database and all, it may take hours, right? So if you take the machine images, every copy of the machine image, if you take a full copy, then yeah, so every time you take it, it will take hours, right? That many hours. But as it is differential, it will give you better performance. So the only the difference is going to be backed up second time onward, so it will take a little time to back up. And of course space efficiency. So because it is less time consuming, because it is delta, so the size of the virtual images are also small, so it will take less space. This mechanism is similar to that, the persistent disk snapshot. So what are these? I'm going to discuss in the next lecture. Instance cloning, I mentioned. Machine image can be used to clone instances. Instance means you want to clone, means you want to create another instance, similar instance. Clone means cloning is same. You have a XYZ here, you have to create another XYZ, so that is called cloning. You can use machine image to make copies of the instance that contains most of the VM configuration of the source instance. So whatever the source instance configuration have, you want to contain the new one should have the most of the configuration. Maybe you need to change something, but most of the configurations are same. So in those cases you are used. These copies are then used for troubleshooting, scaling, scaling virtual machine instances, debugging, and system maintenance. How it is? So probably your production server has some problem, but you are unable to troubleshoot in the production server, because to troubleshoot you need to debug, you need to do so many things. But as it is productive, it is live in nature, you cannot shut down, or you don't have that much of flexibility to do the troubleshooting. So in those cases, what you do, you clone the production system to a different system, a production like system, and there you troubleshoot, because that is not productive, right? So just a clone copy of the production. All right. And scaling of the virtual machine is something like, okay, so you have a requirement that you have only one virtual machine, and one application server, and you have a requirement you need another 10 virtual machine for that application need. So in those cases, you just copy and paste, clone those virtual machine instances, okay, with different names. Debugging and system maintenance. Okay. Next is information stored in the machine image. Okay, these are the things it is going to store in the machine image, like description of the virtual machine, the source virtual machine, right? Machine type, what type of machine is it, instance metadata, labels, network tag, maintenance policy. All right. What it will not contain the data in the memory and data in the local SSD. These things will not contain in the machine image. It will take everything from the hard disk, the SSD, or persistent disk, or the your boot disk, but not data in the memory or data in the local SSD. All right. So with that said, enough of the theoretical. Now let us go back to our yes, console. So we're here. So now we are going to create a this is running instant. I logged in, right? Let me log in back, but before login, let me initiate a machine image. How to create a machine image? So in this select the virtual machine and these 3 dots, and you see the create machine image. This is one way. Okay, you click here, or you can go machine image. It will take you the same place only. Okay, so like if you are here, right? You can create here also machine images, and it will take you to the same place. And as I mentioned, Google is a very good feature that everywhere, wherever, whatever you do, it will give you a description. What is this about? So the machine images. Machine image is a compute engine resource that stores all configuration, metadata, permission data from one or more required to create disk required to create a virtual machine instance. You can use machine image for many system maintenance scenarios, such as instance creation, backup recovery, and instance cloning. And also there is a learn more. If you want to learn more, and just click on that, it will take you to this another window, and it will give you all, I mean, information about that, and you can learn about it. All right. Everywhere you'll find it. But now we are going to create a machine image. Here we don't have anyone, any machine image, so create machine image. Okay, create machine image. And now you have to give a machine image name. So machine image contains virtual machine property. Same thing. It will tell you what is the machine image for, and same thing learn. So you have to give a machine image. So I'll give the name same as my virtual machine, my first virtual machine, Windows. Did you see that if it is ending with hash, I mean hyphen, it won't take. All right. Now give a description. This machine image this machine image is for VM. Okay. Now definitely you need to give a source virtual machine, right, from where you want to create. So create, I mean select it. So we have only one virtual machine, so that's why one is coming. You just select the one. And next thing is location. So what location you want to create? You want to create a regional, or you want to multi-regional? So multi-regional means I mean, if you want to create it into two combination of the two regions, multi-regions, like here you see US, multiple regions in the US itself. Okay. Or you can have a Asia multi-region. Okay. Or Europe multi-regions. Okay. So suppose if you want to create in US East and US West, so it will create like this. And where it will create, whenever you choose a multi-region, it will Google decide that. And there is a thing called regional. So if you want specific region, and it will less costly also, and then you choose that. So I'll choose the one my virtual machine is created. So my virtual machine is created in US East, South Carolina. And encryption method, I'll use Google Manage Encryption Key. And show advanced option, let's see what is there. Okay, so in advanced option there are so many things. We are not going to look into that. All those things are not important. These are all information. Okay, and I'll just click on the create button. It will take some time. It is now creating a image from both the disk. All right, so let it get created, and in the meantime let us log into the virtual machine. Okay, I'll do RDP. Okay, I don't remember the password, so let's see whether it will. I have already downloaded RDP in my download directory. Let's see whether it will connect or not. Okay, my virtual machine connect. Okay, so you know what, this IP got changed. Okay, so every time if you stop and start, the public IP get changed. So what you have to do, we have to reset the password once again. Before that I need to reset the password because I don't remember the password. Set and then this is the password. Let me note it down. All right, and then close and click on the RDP third party. Click on that, and then you need to just click on the downloaded RDP file. All right, connect, and then password. Yes, certificate. Here is our virtual machine, the one we created yesterday, I mean in our last lecture, and we added a disk into that one. So we are going to have a look into that drives and all and everything, and then we'll create a new VM from the machine image. All right, so let me go to the Explorer, my PC. All right, you see that I have C drive, I have this is IIS installed, right? So I have this file with IT Career as cloud, right? And don't save. And then we have on a C drive I created test image, machine image, snapshot. Okay, this one is created, and then test 1 to 3, and I said this is my testing for snapshot image and machine image. Okay, and in the D drive I created another directory, test IT Career cloud, different name, and my test is the, and then cloud and DevOps. Okay, so now what I'll do, as a machine image created, before doing that, let me try to access the IIS. Yes, it is accessible. Okay, so I'm expecting the machine image is all, yes, you see that machine image is created. Now what I'll do, I'll create another virtual machine from this machine image. This machine image contains all the data from the virtual machine instance. So how to create that? Click on that 3 action and 3 dots, and then click on create instance, means create your virtual machine, and then it will give you all the things needed to create a virtual machine. So here we have 2 options: select machine image and customize virtual machine instance. So here you see new VM instance from machine image, right? This is created, not this one, this is one. So now the image is already selected, pre-selected. This is my image, right, which I have taken, my first machine image. This is the image. If you want to change it, you have an option here. And now you see that everything, attributes, the labels, and everything is came from the previous one. As I mentioned before in the metadata, I said, right, it copies the instance metadata. Okay, instance type, description. So this is called instance metadata. Okay, now only thing is the region and zone are up to you, where you, so you created machine image. Now it's up to you where you want to create. This won't come from the default machine image. It is up to you where you want to create it, based on your location. Suppose you have a office in different geographic location. So you have an office in United States, and you have an office in Europe. So you created machine image in US region, and now your Europe branch, you want to create similar kind of virtual machine. So you create it here, and I mean the machine image from the US virtual machine, and you can have the new virtual machine created for in the Europe region, and you select like that. So choose anything. So yeah, I'll keep with central, and maybe central, anything is fine. Okay. Okay, general purpose. So this is will come same, because this is nothing but our instance. I mean also instance type or instance machine type. Okay, machine type. So these are machine type, right? This will be coming from the source, but here you have an option to change. You can customize these things. Okay, it is not like it will create simply same as your source. You have an option to change here. If you want to go with N2, you can go ahead. Rest of the other copied thing from the virtual machine is you can intact, but you can change. All right, so everything is same, like you see the my first virtual machine Windows 1 name is, and then this from the machine image is the image source, and this is default. Everything is same as, and this is the billing. So 2 vCPUs and 8 gigabyte of memory, it is $48.98, and premium image usage fee is $67, and then 10 GB of persistent disk is only 40 cents. Like, this is a breakdown of everything. So total is 118. All right, so now let us go ahead and create. Okay, it will take 2 minutes to create it. Here we go. The machine, the virtual machine is created. Okay, so the virtual machine name is my first virtual machine Windows-1. Okay, we did not change the virtual machine name. We had an option to change it, but we didn't change, and it is in running state, and US Central it is created, the zone, and this is the internal IP address which is permanent, and this is the IP. Now we are going to log into this one, but before that, as it is created as same, let me see whether the website is IIS is up and running or not. If it is, then oh yes, here you go. So it is, this page is now coming from a new server. All right, so we are success. So now we'll set a password, set, and then it takes few seconds to generate the password. So it is saying Windows password could not set, try again. If you have just created the instance, allow 10 minutes to get it ready. So we'll wait for a few minutes and then we'll come back. All right, now we'll see again whether Windows password is all set or not. Set. Here you go. So I'll copy and paste the password. This is VM2. All right, so let us now RDP. To RDP, just click on the RDP button, and third party, so it will download the RDP file and you have to click on the downloaded RDP file. My Windows will scan the downloaded file every time, and connect, and then password. Okay, and then you say yes for the certificates and then my new server is booting up for me. All right, so this is the new server. IIS should be installed already, and we'll just validate whether my content came everything intact or not. Okay, so let me go to the C. Okay, so let me show you hostname cmd. Hostname. Oh no, my first VM Windows is a hostname. Wait, what I did, I clicked on that only, right? Where I was, and what is the hostname of this one? CMD. My first VM Windows. This is the host name, and ping my first VM Windows. This is the old server, okay? And then, all right. You see that I logged into. This is my new one, which is 10 to 128.0.10. Okay. IP config all 10.128, right? 10. Oh yes, this is the one. This is the one. Yes. However, the host name is showing. It should show me this one, right? Let me see one thing. I mean, it should show this -1 is not showing. Probably the host name. Okay, what I found that when you clone the instance using the machine image or image, it will take the same host name of the source. Now if you want to change the instance name, you have to use gcloud command line tool to change the host name. Okay, there is a procedure. So yeah, for the new instance it will be the same as the previous instance, the host name. Okay, but if you have a requirement to change the host name, yeah, you can change it using the gcloud command. I'm going to show you in the next lecture how to change the host name. All right. Okay, so now this is the new host name, new virtual machine, and let's see. One thing we have confirmed that the IIS is running, and then the website is accessible from the internet. Now under C drive, remember we created the test image. It is okay. The folder is there. Under folder, the file is, yes, the file is also available. So C drive is perfectly restored, and you see that this is the inetpub and this is the our IIS, and this is the file, right? Remember we have written this file. Okay, and then let's verify E drive. Yes, the folder is recovered, restored, and yes, so the file is also restored. So we are successfully created a machine image from our virtual machine, my first virtual machine Windows, and after that, using that machine image, this machine image, we are successfully created another virtual machine called my first VM Windows 1 in the different geographical location zone. All right, so I think that's all, and now you understand to create. So we have done this one, right? We have done this practice. Which one? This is completed. So I'll say this is done, this is done, and now what it copies using the machine image, it copies everything, whatever you have in the source. It will copy everything, all the drives, all configuration, ditto, dot to dot. All right, I hope you understand what is the purpose of machine image and when we use it. Okay, I'll give a link of this PowerPoint in my video. So enter this PowerPoint so that you can access it. The link will be provided in the description section, so you can go over all these things that we have. All the lectures we have gone through, right? You can have a revision. If you want anything else, just let me know. And with that said, I am done for the day. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and if you have any suggestion, please write in the comment section. Thank you so much, and like, share, and subscribe to the channel, please. You see how much struggle, how much effort I'm giving. It's not easy. I'm doing my regular job, and I'm doing all these things at very late night. It's 12:30 right now here, right? So it is very difficult to prepare and things for you. And also from the 2nd of January, I am starting SAP lessons, very scratch, from the very beginning. For the people who want to learn SAP from the scratch, it is a very golden opportunity for the people. I'll give you an end-to-end training, guys, and that is for administrators. And then from administrator, I'll jump into the SAP security. Within administrator, you can have different path to choose your career. And I'm telling you, when I learned SAP, it was a dream. It was not, it was not a cup of cake for everyone. It was a dream for me. And how I got chance, it was there is a story. Probably once I'll connect with you guys. I know there are not much subscribers into my channel, But once I connect with you, I'll share my all stories. I have plenty things to provide you, to give you. All right. I have done many things in my life. I roamed around all the continents in the world and did so many things, and so many stories I have. So a lot of funny stories, a lot of technical things, a lot of things are there. So let me know if if you need anything else. Thank you so much. And with that said, I'm done. Thank you.